Hi. Hello. How are you? Make your choice. Let's see, burn or choke? You're not making this easy. Now, name the features you do like, flirt.
I'd prefer not to stand next to a misshaped beast.
I understand. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to play some more games from the O2A2 Game Jam of 2024. A game jam with strict rules of 1 sprite, 1 background, 1 illustration, and 1,000 words. And the game I'm going to start with is called To Eat a Canary. I am Espoir, it means hope in French.
Songbird.
The save button is scratched out. You're not sure what hits you first, the dull ache in your head or the soreness of your body. Everything feels groggy. It's dark and damp and cold, and whatever you're sitting on feels hard. When your eyes adjust to the low lighting, you realize several things at once. You're in a cage. The cage is suspended in the air. Steadying yourself, the sensation of a cool, unyielding floor registers.
Sleep well, songbird.
Your head snaps towards the voice, deep, cold, unsettling. Straining against your fogged vision, you see the silhouette of a person against the far wall, a faint red glow breaking the darkness. You feel bile rising in your throat, your breathing coming in short, shallow gasps. You're in a cage. Despite the throb in your head, you lurch upright, causing the world to spin once more. Hi. Hello. How are you? The silhouette looms larger. Eyes adjusting, you see a tall, imposing man approach you. He leans against the bars. Panic surges as his gaze burns into your soul. You cannot look away. Do you know him? Have you seen him before? Who is he? He's got a sick sense of style. A cold smile spreads across his face, intensifying your unease. Without breaking eye contact, he extends a scarred hand out towards you, open and expectant. What if I gently slide my hand in between his, interlocking our fingers and looking him in the eye and going, "What are we?" You scramble away from him. He makes a fist, and his expression twists with rage, but before you have time to react, he relaxes, then taps at the cross hanging from a rosary around his neck.
I hope you like it. I think it suits you. A part of me with you always.
With shaky hands, you clutch at your neck, where you feel the edges of a cross settled in the hollow of your throat. What? You rip at it, but there's no give, no way to remove it.
I want you to feel at home here. Because this is your home now. I have everything I need to care for you. My dove. We'll be happy here. You and I.
Okay, sweetheart, but I'm gonna need, like, a desktop PC and, like, a PS4, or at least a PS3 in here. Making demands from a birdcage. Your stomach turns as his smile widens. Stark, vivid, mismatched eyes scour your body, leaving you feeling exposed. Consumed. Devoured. Summoning all your inner strength, you look straight at him, your eyes focusing on his. Why are you doing this? If he heard you, he gives no indication. The sickly sweet smile stays firmly in place, and finally, his eyes make their way back up to yours.
You're just like you were back then. You don't fear me.
Leaning closer, he caresses the bars gently, still staring intently at you.
They'll all look away. Can't look at me. Be near me. They're scared of my demons. If they meet them. But not you. You're not scared.
It's not a question, but a statement, and a wrong one at that. You're terrified. Why me or who are you? Both burning questions. Whom are you, my good sir, and where do you shop?
Sweet songbird. We are made for each other, can't you see? From the moment you showed me your grace, I knew that we were destined to be here. Just like this.
Okay. As he reaches out again, you press your back against the bars to stay out of his reach. Another flash of fury on his face. Another reminder that you are completely at his mercy. That scared me. You move to get away from him, but your foot catches on the bars. You're tilted sideways and your face slams against the cold metal. That scared me again. Before you can right yourself, he grabs you by the throat. His grip tightens. You grasp at his hands as you open your eyes.
Don't!
Gasping for air, you're suddenly aware of blood running down your face. It mixes with tears streaming from the pain of his assault. Fear immobilizes you, or you must find a way out. Well, never give up, never surrender. I'm gonna get out of here even if I have to... Even if I have to... Actually, I don't know how I'd get out of here. Before you can think, you feel his hot breath on your cheek. The wetness of his tongue passes over your brow as he laps at you, taking in blood and tears alike.
I shall be healed.
His grip releases, and you collapse on the cold floor. Looking towards him, you see his eyes close. A hand gently holds his rosary, and he continues to whisper. He's praying. Could you use this to your advantage? You move slowly, reaching out to him, fingers brushing softly against his skin. He lets out a shaky moan, then snaps his eyes back up at you, studying. Let me out. We'll pray together. You feign a smile. Survive. Please? A moment of consideration, and then... He sticks a hand in his pocket and pulls out a ring of keys. When he finds the one he's looking for, he quickly opens the cage. Sucker! He picks you up easily, setting you down in front of him. He's tall, well over 6 feet, and warm. Are you sure leaving is what you really want to do right now, MC? Briefly looking around the room, you see a large table saw and a far wall lined with tools. It's not hard to picture him using a hammer to immobilize you, or pliers to torture you, or rope. Hey, this is Noah over there. Who are these names? Well, it's time to get out. See you later, sucker! With a strangled yell, you push past him. Of course, I don't think this plan is going to work at all, but it's about the effort. You just need to get to the stairs. There, your freedom. Ugh. Suddenly, you feel a blinding pain in your head. Then you're falling fast. A chill sweeps over you, unlike anything you've ever felt. A warmth flows down your back.
No. No.
Just before it all goes dark, You feel him scooping you up into his arms. There's a strange comfort there. Pray. Cool. Cool! What if I slap his hand away? Get away from me, sir. Alright, instead of time to get out and promptly gets bashed in the head, what if I go, it wouldn't work. Yeah, just wait. Wait a minute. Wait. It hits you all at once. You can't get away from him. You can't get away from him. Yet. That's the positivity talk. We can't escape this crazy person. Yet. Hopefully. You're never leaving.
Pray with me.
He grabs your hands and slowly pushes you to your knees. Standing above you, he fingers the cross dangling from your choker. He then runs his hand up your neck, pausing to dip his thumb into your mouth before continuing upwards and grabbing a fistful of your hair. He pulls your head back, forcing you to look at him.
Pray.
Okay. Hot. Cool. Cool hot. Ah, that's so cool. Ah. Darn, so far I'm getting invested in all of these short games and I wish there was more of them. This game does have a warning that it is not made for minors or people who may feel uncomfortable in this situation. If you would like to follow the developer, there is a link in the description to this game. That's cool. I want to know what happens next. This next game that's part of the O2A2 game jam I'd like to play is called The Aching Maw. Ugh. In a moment, I was born. Students run through the halls, blissfully unaware. Only the corpse knows of my truth. Oh. I must wear this new self well to satiate an ache in my underbelly. Examine the bed or the body? Oh, let's look at my handiwork, assuming it's my handiwork. There's a hole from which I erupted and swallowed the beating thing. Oh. Is that a bite mark on the side as well? Choke marks, deep purple and intimate, hot insignia marked into burnt flesh, a cruel mark of ownership by an unknown name. I turn from the corpse. It feels rude to watch it rot further. I keep looking. The wardrobe or the self-portrait? Let's look at that self-portrait. It might have some answers. A painting whose eyes look like mine. A figure painted from the mind of its muse. There's a scar proudly displayed. Postures poised and pointed, practiced. I hide my old haunt under the bed, get dressed. One more glance around the room. The upturned rug or the desk? Oh, what's on the desk? A well-worn seat, still drying ink, a graded paper with full marks, a high society invitation framed with embellishments, but the spaces between words ooze desperation. A theater production. That's plenty here to make a map of myself. Then, banging on the door. Danger. My new body alerts. I move, compelled by the corpse stashed away. Open the door. Learn of yourself. For the record, I am thoroughly confused. A stranger pushes into the room. The door closes. I'm trapped.
Good morning.
Sup?
I'm surprised you're dressed. Sleep well.
I didn't. I did not. I slept elsewhere. I don't think I slept very well. Looks like there was Quite a wild night here.
Something troubling you?
Nightmares. The nightmares!
One man's nightmares or another man's dreams?
His expression unreadable.
Your bed isn't made.
I like the memories the mess paints. That's a hard line. I like that. The sheets need changing first. Yes, I believe it should be. Should it be made? I just popped out of wherever. Well. Wait, why did that say doppelganger? He steps closer. Something wrong? Just want a better look at you. Your unsightly wound is visible with your terrible posture. You complain a lot for someone staring. Oh wait, am I the doppelganger?
I'd prefer not to stand next to a misshaped beast.
How dare you? I am offended. You're lucky I like you. You're lucky I want to kiss the freckles upon your face, good sir.
Oh?
Oh no! Shouldn't we be leaving? Right. We should. Ah! In a rage, he grabs me. The maw of my hunger aches.
Go to class! How could I dream of doing something so mundane?
We just created life here, somehow. I think. I kinda don't know what's happening.
Stop ignoring me. Why can you not love me as I love you?
I'm just not that into you. The title of a movie, I believe. Society will never let us be together, my love. Or, I'm not what you're looking for. I wonder how many endings this has. Society will never let us be together, my love. They will never let a man love his doppelganger. The man before me looks at me. Really looks at me.
You're not...
He takes a step back, but I'm fast, wrapping my body around him before he can reach the door. It's tender as I leak out of the newly stitched flesh. The human beneath me squirms and vibrates, trying to scream from beneath the skin of my palm. What? My jaw unhinges, my teeth extend, my tongue laps out, and my lips press firm on his forehead, skewing his glasses, a kiss and a taste.
Please.
Hey, I said I wanted to kiss every freckle on your face. It looks like it's going in my aching maw. Oh, he's begging. I like that. I swallow him whole. Yum, yum, yum. He goes down smoothly. My body is a marvel, consuming. When it's settled, I stand. My chandelier feels closer now, my arms heavier, my eyes, well. Gingerly I reach for my meal's fallen glasses. I wipe off flecks of blood, push back blonde locks and slip them on. I wish I had gotten his name first. The door opens. Oh. Cool. Ah! Cool. Cool. What? Wait. Can I go any differently? Or what if I look at the bed? Is there anything different with the bed? Yes, yes. Any clues? A wooden frame fragmented from misuse. A coffin of passion. Roses on the nightstand, freshly wilted. Sturdy iron to hold and to possess. These are the memories of a dead man. I keep looking. Oh, okay, so am I the doppelganger of that guy there, and then I eat the other guy and become the doppelganger of that guy there? What's in the wardrobe? An ascot, delicate and refined, scuffed cufflinks hidden away. I put them on. I hide my old haunt under the bed and get dressed. One more glance around the room. What's with the upturned rug? Kicking up the corners reveals loose floorboards. Oh, a small metal box lies beneath. Research notes. Occult scribbles about a body within the body. My birth certificate signed with brilliant penmanship. This is the closest I have to a name for myself. I fold the rug back. Oh. They were messing with forces beyond their control? There's plenty here to make a map of myself. Then, banging on the door. I slept elsewhere. He steps closer. Something wrong? Am I not double enough as a doppelganger? Suddenly, he bashes delicate marble against my skull. How rude. I can't believe you've done this. Before I can react, he brings it down again, and again. How very rude. And with that, I am unborn. How dare you unalive me on my unbirthday, good sir. This is most uncouth of you. I am appalled. This is quite inconvenient. Why, though? Why you bash me? I was only going to eat you. What if I say to him, I slept wonderfully, my friend? Is that so? My dreams were pleasurable.
I'm glad they were your comfort.
His expression unreadable.
Your bed isn't made.
Whoops, so sorry, good sir. The sheets need changing first. How cold. Well, please don't bash me. He steps closer. Something wrong? Just want a better look at you. Your unsightly wound is visible with your terrible posture. Now, name the features you do like, flirt.
I'd prefer not to stand next to a misshaped beast.
I understand, sir. Ooh, on second thought, what if I'm really mean? If only I cared. I love myself, and that's what matters. Shouldn't we be leaving? Right, we should. In a rage, he grabs me. Ah! The maw of my hunger aches.
Go to class! How could I dream of doing something so mundane? Stop ignoring me. Why can you not love me as I love you?
I've never had romantic feelings for you. You called me a misshapen beast. The man before me looks at me. Really looks at me.
You're not...
He takes a step back, but I am fast, wrapping my body around him before he can reach the door. I swallow him whole. Yum, 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 yum. What if I say, a hunter hunts, for necessity, but also for pleasure?
What?
And prey never has a choice in the matter. The man before me looks at me. Really looks at me. He's probably grabbing my cheeks and going bloop, 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 bloop. That is a predator.
You're not...
He goes down smoothly. My body is a marvel. Consuming. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, maybe I should be a little bit nicer to this guy. He did, create life out of life, I guess. You're lucky I like you.
Oh?
Shouldn't we be leaving? Right. We should. Something heavy drops to the floor. He steps closer, embracing me gently. The maw of my hunger aches. Calm down. Don't eat him yet. I know he looks delicious.
Sorry, my mind's muddled. But looking at you, God, this feeling. I love you so much, and yet, don't you love me?
My mind has been so preoccupied by my research.
I love when you're like this, when you need me.
Oh. His hands still. I still don't know this dude's name. His body tenses. He knows. Oh no, he knows that he looks like a snack. I grab him, bring him close. I swallow him whole. He goes down smoothly. My body is a marvel, consuming. That was high art, beauty. I loved it. I don't think that guy's getting out of that situation uneaten, unless I'm missing something. That was gorgeous. That was beautiful. I kind of want to see what happens next. Darn it. I want to know what happens next. This game contains mild descriptions of blood and gore. It is a self-contained tie-in to the game 1016. This last game from the O2A2 game jam that I'd like to try out is called A Fire, Transfixed. 3 days ago, you celebrated the Solemnity of Mary, Mother of God. One of your members fell to their death from the top of the chapel, trying to whisk away the blackbirds. Today, the church in the woods burns. Oh. It chokes the forest, poisons the air with its smoke and its embers, and yet none of the trees burn along with it. This was necessary. The only other soul outside of the church is a man you have never seen before, dressed in black and white robes of a why is that so hard to say? Denomination. A denomination you don't recognize. Embers sit on his cheeks, glowing against his scars and mismatched eyes. He must have started the blaze, and he's making sure the job gets finished. You try to muster questions and pleas, but nothing suffices. Your church was doomed the second the fallen was killed. Killed. A purposeful death, not an accident. The fire crackles. Seconds ago, you were in a vigil for the fallen devotee of your community. Everyone in the church loved them. You were seated in the back, eyes closed, in silent memoriam to recall memories of their life. You smelled the heavy flavor of ash and fire first, and you sprinted for the door and left. Not a single soul came out behind you. As the Savior, I did what was necessary. Your church was condemned by heresy, and it has already begun to overrun you all. You don't understand what that means. This is not the first church to be consumed, and it will certainly not be the last. For in his body, which is still covered in the scars from when the Romans burned him alive, has the same carnal desires that sent the rest of humanity into its spiral. The Savior stares deep into the heart of the fire. It came in slowly as a raven. Heresy would sit outside windows, admiring the beauty of God's disciples. He would cry, but he would not admit it, how something so beautiful was shielded by the church. It is a sanctuary for a reason, isn't it? He laughs. There's a rattle of a cough that he effortlessly suppresses. In the distance, you can hear the groans of a crush of bodies. Did they trap themselves in the chaos, letting their bodies contort to create a flesh puzzle at the door? Heresy is a man with a muzzle over his face. He claims it keeps him from being able to lie. That itself is a lie. The truth is much more complicated. In life, Heresy was a poet. He was a seducer who knew the taste of 700 lips on his body. That sounds like not a bad problem to have. They draped him in jewels and veils, and called him a prophet. To what god he masqueraded for has been lost to time, even to him. After they burned him for leading blind lambs astray, he woke up with the muzzle and the pain of 1,000 deaths. He sits in the circles of heck. He has taken blasphemy under his wing, given up willingly by anger. Every day he watches the souls of sinners burn in hollow graves. He uses an umbrella to keep the ash from falling on his clothes and getting in his lungs. He desires love from an equal, he says. Truly, he desires love from something underneath him, something he can change. There is no way we can stop him. We can only clean up the disease he has left behind. Your community was in danger the day your devotee died. I need to make that clear. It is the cleansing of a disease before the infection spreads. The Savior smiles at you. One of his eyes is infected, with red veins creeping towards the crimson iris. Metal. He looks sick, infected with something that only the Lord could inflict. If he was still that cruel, you doubt that. And yet, the Savior's expression hardens. You feel your thoughts being pulled out of your brain and examined, connected to strings. The groans from the church have stopped, but the structure still stands. I feel that you have doubts. I do not hate you for those thoughts. I had them once too. He touches your face, cradling it. It's so smooth, so pure, so free of the impurities of the world. But his grip is hard enough to draw blood. You wince. It dirties everything you've built in your devotion. Purity, routine, duty. The Savior leans in and whispers, "Do you know why I leave one person alive as the fires finish their duty? Why I let the Lord deliver one to me? So that at least one of you, in your dying moments, can hear the sins brought upon you. Why this cleansing is for the protection of all lambs. Each one painted with their own circles, to help their owners remember which flock they belong to. You are fated by the music and sound of the Lord himself to join them. He sings to me and gives me divine intuition to guide my flame." He backs away from you. That was metal. What he speaks with is the tongue of a madman. He guides me to extinguish those touched by demons. We cannot truly quench evil, for evil must persist to show the lambs the price of goodness. Heresy, with his pale gloved hands, has them strung around your neck, pressing into your arteries. He will force you to spout his heresies, even if you think you're free of sin. I cannot let you go. Put yourself in my position, and answer with yourself in mind. Will you let yourself be choked by the ash, or will you allow your body to burn like those you once knew? Make your choice. Let's see, burn or choke? You're not making this easy. I don't think stop, drop, and roll would help in this kind of fire, so I think choking would be nice. You know your choice does not matter. Oh, man. And so you take a third option. You submit defeat and lie in the grass. Aww. The Savior nods and helps you close your eyes. The Lord will forgive me. The Lord always has and forever will. Just allow me to touch grass. Cool. And then it ends. It ends abruptly, leaving you hungry for more. Well, that was A Fire Transfixed, and I will leave a link in the description to this developer where you can see more of their wonderful games. They have a lot. If you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that is comfortable for you. I definitely want to play more of these games, but for now, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.